Hello? Yeah, I'll be right there, boss.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nelly, but I'm not going to write a story about how your cat likes canned tuna more than its normal food. Thank you for calling West Side Papers. Goodbye! West Side Papers, this is Lacy speaking. Oh, hello, Detective Mason. You better have something good for me or else I'm going to have to write about Mr. Nelly's stupid canned food and his stupid cat. A fire? Brilliant! I'll be right over. Yes! Guess what?
What?
There's a fire at the Shermans.
A fire, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Wait, the Shermans? Hey, Gerald. Hey, I was just calling to see how you and Amy are doing.
Oh, we're fine. Just a little shakings up. Oh. Yeah, we're settling in just fine.
Who is that?
It's Mark. Just calling to check in on us, honey.
Give me that. Mark, you better find out who did this. The fire chief said it wasn't an accident. Oh, I know you're a journalist, so you have a big nose, and you better put that big nosy nose of yours to work. Find who did this. Oh, you bet. Oh, the nerve of that man!
Well, first, we need to interrogate Mr. Sherman, Miss Sherman, create a list of suspects to go off of, and thanks for coming down, Lacy. Helps us a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sherman. Thank you for coming down here tonight. If you follow me, I'd just like to ask you a few questions. First of all, I'd just like to ask you a few questions. Could you give me an accounting on what happened that night?
Well, I had an acupuncture appointment from 5 to 6, and then I went home, cooked some dinner. Gerald came home around 7. We ate and then watched The Bachelorette. Then we went to bed. I read a book for about an hour, and we were asleep by 10:30. At some point in the middle of the night, I started coughing. Now, I am very sensitive to smoke inhalation, so that's when I knew something was wrong. I got out of bed, opened the door, and smoke poured in. I quickly woke up Gerald, and we made it out just on time, and I just can't thank God enough for that.
Alright, thank you, Mrs. Sherman. Mr. Sherman, can you give me your account?
I think Amy covered it.
Do you think it might have been an accident from your account? Maybe you left something in the stove for dinner or
What?
something?
The nerve! Detective Mason, you think I caused this? Well, I assure you I didn't, for you to think otherwise. Well, frankly, it's quite insulting.
I do apologize, Mrs. Sherman, but is there any other causes you can think of? Do you suspect arson?
Oh, I don't know. The fire chief said it didn't look accidental, so shouldn't you know that?
It doesn't really matter. But anyways, if this was arson, do you think anybody would have motive for burning your house down? Any anybody who'd be around to witness the crime in the process, or?
Well, if anyone would have seen it, it would have been Maniacal Marvin.
Maniacal Marvin? Who?
He's our neighbor. Will never mind his own business. Not ever.
Alright, I'll look into him. Does he have a last name or anything?
Well, we don't know his name. We just call him Maniacal Marvin. It was sort of a joke that stuck. But he lives on the house left to ours. If you want to ask him questions, he's always at his house, so I'm sure you'll find me there.
Well, there was that one kid. There was a kid skating. He stopped by, made sure we were okay, called 911 for us. Amy and I had left our cell phones inside. I think he called himself Rip C, if I remember correctly.
Is there any way to contact you during the investigation? Any place you're staying at?
We're staying with our friend Mark Larson at 2114 Belmont Avenue.
Alright. Thank you both for coming today and answering my questions. I'll show you both out. Got a list of names. I'm not sure if you can really call them names or list of names exactly, but it's a list. So I'd figure we start with the neighbor they call Maniacal Marvin.
Let's do it.
Hello, sir. My name is Detective Scott Mason. This is my associate, Lacy Barron. How are you today?
Oh, cut to the chase. I know why you're here. You want to know if I have anything to know about that fire at the Shermans last night, huh?
Well, do you?
Come in. So, here's the deal. The Shermans live with no safety, no backup at all. I reckon it was the aliens that did it. You know, the ones you, law-enforcing, law-abiding government evil masterminds try to hide from the normal people. Yeah. Oh, I've tried. I've tried to protect the Shermans countless times, you know? And what they always do? They always take down my stuff, you know? Just last night, I put this device called a roof beam on their roof. It uses sound waves to scare away the aliens. Yeah, guess what? They took it down. The aliens noticed it. They saw the sound. Stop it. So did they come down and investigate? And that's what caused the fire. The aliens caused the fire.
Now, can you tell me more about this roofie, how it is?
Oh, yeah. It uses sound waves. You know, like.
Now, do you really, positively think that aliens caused the fire?
What Detective Mason means is, why do you suspect aliens? There could be a person that had some issues with the Shermans in the past. What did you see last night?
Well, I was in my garage tinkering with some stuff, so I wasn't keeping an eye on the Shermans. So, sorry, but no, I didn't see anything last night.
So you don't have an alibi a person could back up then?
Well, I've been working on a translator for my dog. She probably saw some things that happened. Maybe she could tell me.
Spectacular! Could you bring the dog in and maybe we can see what she says?
Sure thing! Oh, look at you go.
Ooh. So, Princess, what can you say?
I want food. Where is food? Now, food. Where is food? I want food. Yum.
I've been working on her grammar.
Princess, do you remember anything from last night?
I want food. Where is food? Food is young. Want food, young.
Now, can you tell me about last night?
I want food. Where is food, young?
Tell me about your owner. What is he like? What type of man is he?
Whoa, hold on.
No. This is between me and Princess.
No,
all right?
No,
Princess.
This Princess is my dog.
Tell me.
I want food. Where is food?
Thank you for your time, sir, but we really should be going.
You're breaking my First Amendment rights here. Hey!
It's a talking dog.
I want food. Where is food?
Wow, can you believe that? A real talking dog.
The dog was wearing a recording device. It was saying the same thing every single time. Do you really think we're communicating with a dog?
We should still probably talk to Ripsy at the skate park.
What about Maniacal Marvin? He could be guilty.
Of arson? You really think that?
Think about it. He didn't have an alibi. He's someone who would do something like this. Last night, Mr. and Mrs. Sherman, they take down his roofer. Maniacal Marvin, he's worried, so he built another ridiculous contraption along the side of their house. But since it is a ridiculous contraption, what does it do? Explode! Maniacal Marvin flees to his house, looking for a fire extinguisher through all the mess. But alas, when he comes back, the house is in flames!
Oh, interesting thing. I'll keep it in mind, but we should probably talk to Ripsy at the skate park still. Hi, we're looking for Ripsy.
Who's asking?
I'm Detective Scott Mason. This is my associate, Lacy Barron. We're here investigating the arson case from last night.
Well, I'm your guy.
Lucy, where's my handcuffs?
Whoa, hold up. I'm your guy. I'm Ripsy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta go. See you later.
Yeah.
The owners of that house that burned down last night, Mr. and Mrs. Sherman, they say that maybe you saw something last night? Do you mind telling us?
Yeah. Last night, I was skating down 3rd Street, and I saw this house was on fire, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I ran up to it and was trying to go around to stop it, but it was too big, man, for me, you know? I'm a small guy, so I'm trying to do something about it, but so I'm started yelling, fire, somebody help me out, you know? So after that, I saw this guy. He was someone was running in the back, he was wearing all black and stuff. So he was just too fast for me. So then I went out back to the Shermans, you know?
Do you mean the Shermans?
The Shermans, yeah, the Shermans. They were out in their front house, you know? And they were boy, you know, that lady, she could scream. She was bawling. And then she they were in distress and stuff. So I figured I should help, you know? So I gave my phone to them, and they were so they can call 911. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I didn't do anything, you know?
Alright, so let me get this straight. You saw a figure dressed in black fleeing from the scene, and any other details? Male, female, stature, anything like that?
Nah, I wish I could, but it was too dark. There was you couldn't really see, and the person was wearing all black, so...
Did you see the direction that they went?
Oh yeah. I chased them all the way down to Rigger Street.
Alright. We'll put that in the police report, but we're gonna need your actual name.
Wait. I'm Ripsy. You know, that's what I go by. But other people call me Rip City. You know, that's what it's short for.
But we really need your actual name.
Serious?
Yeah.
Fine. It's Morgan Jones. Yeah. Just, if I hear it, I don't want to hear it, no.
You don't have to worry about that. I doubt we'll be in the same crowds.
Hey, baby. I'll give you my number. And then if you ever get bored.
Fat chance.
Come on. I'm a lovable guy.
What a delinquent. Do you think he could have done it?
Could have, you know, crank gone wrong, fireworks accidentally gone off, deodorant and a lighter, you know, boy stuff.
Do you really think it was an accident, though? Those kids were delinquents. What if it started? They're all at someone's house, and someone suggests, hey, let's play Truth or Dare. They gotta be macho, so they keep choosing Dare, and the dares get harder and harder and harder, until someone finally dares Rip C to go light a stack of firewood at the Shermans. The house goes up in a blaze! But he got bonus points too for that.
Could be a possibility, could be.
Is there anyone else we suspect? May I see the list?
Yeah.
Mark Larson?
Family friend, Shermans, just letting them stay with them, why, you know?
Yeah, he works for West Side Papers. Oh shoot, I bet he's doing this story!
Well, that means we just need to find the culprit sooner, so you can write the story first, no matter how well he knows the Shermans.
What's our next step then?
Get a suspect, tense questioning, but it just depends on who it is, Maniacal Marvin or Rip C.
I had my money on Maniacal Marvin, but Rip C told us that he saw a person running down Rigger Street. If he saw a person. Why would Maniacal Marvin run down Rigger Street instead of his house?
So you suspect Rip C.
I don't know if he could do something like this. Also, who would call 911 and tell them his actual name?
I see your train of thought, but, I mean, who else could it be?
I think we should talk to Mark.
Oh, yeah?
He could give us motive on who would hurt the Shermans. Hey Mark, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Lacy. Detective Mark.
Mason.
Nice to meet you.
Lacy here has been helping me investigate the arson case. And I would just like to ask you a few questions. Like, hear that you've been helping the Shermans have a place to stay while they recover.
Yeah, that's right. They're a bit shaken up, but they're doing well. Yeah, they're over my place.
Well, good to hear, good to hear. Can you think of any enemies the Shermans might have had that would have started the fire?
Honestly, the only two enemies those two have are each other. They hate each other, but they're way too stubborn to admit it, if you believe that, yeah.
So you suspect that one of them could have started the fire?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's more of a suspect though, Mr. or Mrs. Sherman?
Well, Amy is crazy, but either one could really work. It could be Amy driving Gerald over the edge with her crazy, or it could just be Amy being crazy enough to just set the whole house on fire.
Thank you for your answers, Mr. Larson. We will investigate.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. See you around, Lacy.
Yeah, have a nice day. Later.
Have a nice day.
What do you think of all this?
I think he could be onto something.
You know what I think?
Mr. Sherman's views are different than Mrs. Sherman's about that night.
I think he could have taken it for the expenses of acupuncture, the crappy quality of cooking his wife was shuffling out, the countless hours sunk into the Bachelorette, and the total disregard from Marvin, that sweet soul's protection for them.
No. There's one thing that the Shermans agree on, and the person that they nicknamed Maniacal Marvin is definitely a maniac.
That's not the point. The point is that he wanted a save in his own life. He snapped. So he took a blowtorch, brought it to his wife's precious cooking books, and then the fire gets out of control. He snaps, and he says, "Hell, let her burn. Let her burn with it."
One problem with that. Mrs. Sherman had to wake up Mr. Sherman. Mr. Sherman wouldn't have gone back to bed if he started the fire.
That's a good point.
Maybe it was Mrs. Sherman. Maybe she was stuck in the same routine. Wake up, go to work, come back home, make dinner, eat dinner, watch TV, read, go to sleep, wake up, repeat. Last night, she thought about it, leaving the oven on, but she decided not to. But Mr. Sherman came back. He didn't appreciate the dinner that his wife had made him and the time that they were spending together. Mr. Sherman goes to sleep. Mr. Sherman comes back downstairs, turns the oven back on, throws newspapers in it, sets it ablaze. She goes back upstairs. She smells the smoke. She can't do it anymore. She tries to wake up Mr. Sherman. She couldn't do it.
That's an interesting theory, but the amount of time for her to start the fire and then run back upstairs without her husband smelling the smoke, that's too fast.
Maybe Mark was wrong. I don't think either one of them could have done it.
Lacy, look, I know who the arsonist is. It's Mark Larson.
I don't think a name ending with arson is enough to hold up in court. We need some more proof.
Lacy, I know without a doubt that it is Mark Larson. The same way I solved my last case, you know, Chad McMurder. I mean, come on, it has to be him.
I just saw him leave now. Maybe he's going home to finish the job. The Shermans are there after all.
He needs a builder.
Where's Mark Larson? Where is he?
Well, he's in his room up there. Wait.
Mark Larson, you are under arrest for arson.
Detective,
It was you?
Hey,
You did this?
Hey, freeze!
How could you
Freeze!
do this?
Step away from the window. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey,
I'm taking you
what are you talking about,
downtown
arson? That's not
where
what
you'll be processed and put in jail.
So what was the motive behind something like this?
OCD. Mark Larson was very, very obsessed with being clean. You know, a couple times the Shermans come over and not take off their shoes, and he just flipped out. All this dirt on his carpet, you know, and he snapped. He went mad. And he just thought, if I can't have a clean carpet, then no one can. So then he just burned down their house.
Wow. It's creepy imagining something so simple driving someone off the edge.
Well, the world is full of crazies.
Well, thank you for letting me tag along. I'm gonna get the best details for my story.
Yeah, well, thank you for tagging along. Well, I'm off to Maniacal Marvin's. He's gonna install a roof for my house, so yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll see you later. Have a good night!